Welcome, Quilt Roadies. Well, today is going to be a much needed catch-up day. It has been quite a week, and so I'm going to just share that with you. We got a dump of snow. I mean, a dump. I had big plans today. G had big plans today. No one is leaving their house. It's so amazing. I mean, it's spring in Oregon. This is how we roll here in Oregon. So just 3 days ago, we were working out in the yard. We were setting up a new umbrella and a fire pit that we had bought to get ready for enjoying the backyard. The rhodioes were blooming, the trees were sprouting, and then today we woke up to easily in our backyard, on the table, there's like 6 inches of snow, easily. And I was supposed to get together with some friends today. That got canceled. No one can get out of their house. And yeah, it's just the way it rolls here in Oregon. Some tree limbs have been breaking, and we have, on our street, we have these beautiful trees, flowering trees. I'm not sure the species of tree, they're just beautiful, but they now, since last winter's ice storm and now this, it basically looks like Dr. Seuss trees. Yeah, looks like Dr. Seuss trees out there. And you hear a snap and a branch will fall down, and yeah, it's quite interesting. I woke up, when I looked out the window this morning, there was Mr. and Mrs. Quacker were huddled in the backyard under a tree. Just huddled there like they too were going, what the heck? Which allowed me to just hunker down in the beehive. G's working out in his workshop, and we're just being at peace. You'll notice I've got my Patchwork Threads shirt on. It's one of my favorite sweatshirts because it has quilt blocks on it. Greg and Lindsay, who are a husband-wife team, and I'll put the link below in the description, he does screen printing and her love of patchwork. I've got to order some more shirts for sure. I got to get ready for summer, have some summer tees, but today I'm wearing a sweatshirt. So what's gone on this last week? Well, my girlfriend Cheryl, who is one half of the Stitching with the Sisterlies, and they do quilting and cross stitching. She has to get her own, she has her own channel, Rusty Ribbon, I believe. I'll put the link down below. But she does some homesteading videos. She has a few homesteading videos. She only lives about 10 minutes from me. Well, the two of us went to the Portland Sewing and Craft Expo. And so after I'm done here talking with all of you and catching you up, you'll see some of the video. I took some video of the expo. I shouldn't have been disappointed, because really things are not going to spring back quite like they used to be. You know, it's going to take a little time. And I guess I was just so excited for it. But it wasn't as big as it has been in years past. There was a huge presence of long arm machines, a huge presence for selling sewing machines and long arm machines, more than I had ever seen, even at market, it seemed like. But maybe it's because they're spread out more, and because there were not that many vendors, it seemed like every other booth was a sewing machine or long arm booth. Some of them were just amazing what they could do, and I took a little video of that also. I did not part with a whole lot of money. It you know, you just have to feel it, and I wasn't quite there. So Cheryl and I did have a good time just getting out. It was fun just to get out and to feel all that quilting and stitching energy in one place. So you'll see that video that G will kind of do his magic and kind of connecting it together, because I told him, I said, I took a lot of little short clips. He so wants me to be more of a storyteller, and it's hard. It's hard when I get excited and whatever. I'm making excuses for myself. Do you notice? Well, before that, I went to the button fantasia class taught by Helene, and it was at the Cedar Ridge Quilt Shop, which is an absolutely adorable quilt shop in Oregon City. I had fallen in love with a sample that was hanging in the shop, and so I signed up for the class, and it's an embroidery, basically an embroidery class. So I kind of prepped a lot ahead of time. And the thing I loved about that embroidery, it was a little bit different than what I had done before. I mean, I'm a big Sue Spargo fan. I do Gail Pan. I do Kathy Schmitz. I love embroidery. But in this particular class, she talks about building up a mandala, like trying to create a circular design. So it was a little bit different take on creative embroidery. And on top of that, I just wanted to be in a real class with real people and be able to talk. And so I prepped my base piece, and I only got one of the squares done in class. So I'll just show it to you. So here's my base piece. There is no pattern for this, by the way. You have, now maybe she can be encouraged to make a pattern. I really think she should, or a booklet of some sort for this particular piece, because it is so popular. And there is, I mean, just in the showing of what I've done, I've gotten so many compliments of how it's laid out. So I feel like a pattern or a booklet would be an extraordinary, great thing for this designer. But here it is. So it's a basic small, you can make it as big or as small as you want. And I started to embroider in class my very first block. So this is it right here. I love the instruction on, I mean, really, if all I took away from this class was how to do a dang colonial knot, I've been trying to learn that forever, and I finally got it. So it was well worth it for that. But this is just going to be a lovely, lovely wall hanging and a different way to look at embroidery. And I love embroidery. Do you know any handwork I don't like? I don't think so. I think I love it all. But between this and my Sue Spargo block of the month, my intention this month when I go to quilt retreat with the fabric stockers is to only bring handwork. I know. I mean, if you travel 3 hours over the mountain and you haven't brought your sewing machine, you are forced to do what you bring. And so I'm going to bring a whole pile of handwork because 80% of my life in the beehive is handwork. And I think I need to really embrace it and give it some attention. So that is what I intend to do, is take a wide variety of the handwork I have started, including this, which I think is just so adorable. It was fun to meet everyone at the class, and my friend Patty from Salem brought me the sweetest the sweetest gift. I mean, it's a French general embroidery panel, and Patty is an embroiderer extraordinaire. A few years ago, Patty was in my sit and stitch. She's been in a lot of sit and stitch, and she brought in a pre-printed flannel yardage by Bonnie Sullivan. So it was already pre-printed, and all she did was she embroidered the whole thing. It was extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. But I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about this panel. I mean, it's just got flowers galore. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're the bomb, Patty. Yeah. And just so you know how I tend to do my embroidery, which I don't know if anybody else does it this way, but I tend to put SF101 on the back so I can really pull that thread. When I went to the Button Fantasia class, oh, I hope this video isn't too long. Two of the tools that I did not bring were chalk pencils. I didn't think about that. And this Sue Spargo. Sue Spargo's son has designed many, many tools for stitching. And one of them is this little line maker. And it's however many spokes you want, little spoke maker. And you can get this on Sue Spargo's site. But it helps when you're trying to do any kind of embroidery that you want to line things up like a pie shape in different sizes. So I wish I had brought that, but that's okay. I'm taking it to retreat. Anything else? Oh, hold on. One of the books that she recommended in the class, in the Button Fantasia class, was this one. So I ordered it off of Amazon. It is an older book. Let's see. But one of the things that revised and enlarged, they know that we can't see very good, huh? Yeah. Copyright 1987. The thing I liked about this book is it had a lot of history type things, and you know, it has instructions, but there's a lot of information here that is just about the history of different stitches and what they're called, and I like learning that. Oh, and it has a little sashiko in there. So I bought that off of Amazon. So there you go. I also made April's pillowcase. Remember, we're doing one pillowcase a month. It's not a big stretch. It's not going to cause a lot of anxiety. And so the fabric I picked out for this month was C-3PO and R2-D2 in Star Wars. And then I found this flannel that has glow in the dark. Isn't that fun? So I got my pillowcase for April done, and for those of you that may be new or not realize what I'm up to, in my madness, I thought that I tend to procrastinate or delay, or deadlines amuse me, and suddenly Christmas is here or someone's birthday is here, and I running around like a crazy person. And so I thought, if I made a pillowcase a month, by December I'd have 12 pillowcases that I could choose from all the little people in my life. And so that was this month's pillowcase. Got that done. I have a giveaway. I was going through a box and I found this kit. Perfect timing for this kit. It is Little Bits by Joan, and it's called Bunny Hop. Isn't that cute? And it has all the little fabrics in it, linen for the backing and wool for the pieces. And if you are interested in this little kit, use the word hop. That will be a fun one. I love reading the comments. Please be a subscriber, give us a thumbs up, and use the word hop in your comment. And then we'll draw that on the next one. I'll have to check around and see what else we have going here, but I have been I'm almost halfway through my binding done on the X's and O's. X marks the spot quilt that used to be hanging right here. So I've got that halfway done. And other than that, I sure do appreciate you hanging out with me, and hopefully G puts the next few segments from the Portland Sewing and Craft Expo, kind of puts it all together into an enjoyable video. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hang on and stay tuned for Cheryl and I at the expo. Love you guys.
Okay, that way.
Here we are today at the Portland Expo, and we are at the Portland Sewing and Crafting to increase our hoarding, since I have been watching hoarders this last week. So we'll go inside and share the day with you. Let's see if I win anything.
I never win, so I'm not winning.
Cheryl thinks she's winning something.
No, that's people wanting to get their stash.
It's not on
First step. Get her in the right spot. Enjoy the show.
We finally got inside. First comes the sewing machine sales.
Oh, it's here. It's here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wow, this is beautiful fabric.
So beautiful, huh, Cheryl?
Yes.
Where's the shop located?
So we're Feather Your Nest Quilt Store, located on Main Street, downtown Gresham.
Well, that is close.
And today we brought, as you circle around, we brought all of our solids from Paintbrush Studio. So if you're trying to match something, we can give you some fabric that will make the right color.
Wow, that's great. Thank you.
fun.
How in the world do you do
So we
that?
use this computerized pattern,
Uh-huh.
and this is a couching foot. So you take your yarn and you just tack it down. I'll show you. It's really fun.
I'm gonna move over this way, Cheryl, if you can. Oh, I'm gonna just try to get
out of the
her
way
doing
of
it.
the
Yeah, yeah. I'll trade plot spots with you.
I just like the lampshades.
Okay. So we're gonna tack this down. This is yarns from Walmart, so it's not the best. But it works.
It works.
But look at how nice it looks.
Oh, I see.
So it stitches the yarn down as it goes.
Wow. And listen to how quiet that camel is. Oh man, mine is so loud.
What do you still want?
A juki.
This is our newest bend. It goes really fast. And the stitch quality is unbelievable. You could have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
Wow. So where are you located?
We're in Coos Bay, Oregon.
And the name of it?
Cruising Quilt Designs.
Okay, so if you're down the coast,
Come see us, and we also, everything in our store is on our website.
sweet.
Yes.
Thank you.
So definitely come see us and check us out.
I like supporting. That's what the part I like.
wagon.